Okay, we're here today in beautiful Columbia County. As you can see, it's a gorgeous day for baseball. And Northern Columbia is taking on Saugerties in Pool C playoffs. If Northern Columbia wins this game, they could end up being the champion of Pool C. These two teams have a history of a rivalry dating back to 1953, when little Tommy Dorsey put his metal spikes into the Northern Columbia player Tiny Tim Kowalski. And I'll tell you, these two teams don't like each other at all. I'm here today with Simon Hoover Pappas, 9-year-old player with the Columbia Clippers, having contractual disputes with Little League and therefore is unable to play today. And he's under a gag order from his legal department that he can't speak about anything. That being said, Simon Hoover Pappas, what do you think are the keys to today's game?
I think the keys are depth perception, speed, and depth perception. Depth perception is so important. You see a ton of pop-ups coming in, and a lot of kids just drop them. You have to know where the ball is coming. Can't be a cyclops out there.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Seems like this game's going to be a heated rivalry. Expect a little bit of chin music from both teams, as the 1953 game still nags at all the parents and grandparents here, and no one here likes each other, and there is no love lost. Well, we'll check back in just before game time, but it is a gorgeous day, and we are looking forward to a great game. Okay, we got Topher Pelez leading off for Northern Columbia. Let's see how this at-bat goes for the young man. First pitch for a ball. One and 0. Ooh, was he going for his head there? That looked vicious. 2 and 0. Nice pitch. A little low. 3 and 0. I don't know. What do you think, Hoover Pappas? You think he's taken here on 3 and 0 count?
Definitely.
Definitely taken. Let's see what happens here. He might have given him the swing away. Nope. Taken all the way. Good call there, Hoover. Okay, it's 3 and 1. You taking again here, or you swinging away there, Hoover?
Well, if I was Topher, I'd take.
Ooh, swung at one a little bit low. Could have been ball 4.
This kid just doesn't look like he's throwing strikes a lot.
Yeah, but you don't want to give him any by taking those free swings, so let's see how this next pitch goes. You could either walk him, put him on, or who knows. High and away. Topher Pelez on first.
Now batting number 1, Connor Walsh.
Connor Walsh has been swinging a heck of a bat lately. We had one hit with a 1-bouncer to the wall just last game. As he steps to the plate. Way outside. Ooh, where we got a guy going? Ooh, very impressive.
Sometimes a walk can turn into a double, Chris, and it is not good.
Coach is not happy with the kids throwing the ball around like that. Connor free swinging. We got Topher going. Safe at second base. Nice stolen base.
Just as I told you, Chris, a walk can turn into a double.
Could turn into a triple if they aren't careful on Saugerties right now.
Next up, number 11, Logan
Connor was
Jones.
called out on strikes there. He's usually got a great eye, but a little surprised by that last call.
That pitch looked a little low. Wonder what the ump's up to. Number 9 definitely has good depth perception. Can't see anything about that.
Yeah, he looked good in that play.
Now up number 9,
He definitely kept 2 eyes open the whole way.
We got 2 outs now. Lefty up, Topher on second, runner in scoring position. Foul ball. A few oohs and ahs over there in the crowd. The ball made a loud noise off the dugout. Try to bring this back a little bit, see if we can get a little Topher in here. See his little. Nice catch by the young man. That's 3 outs. Well, at the end of the top of the first, it is 0-0. We'll come back to you at the bottom of the first.
Looks like most.
Okay, it's the first bat of the bottom of the first. We got Aiden Frick pitching for Northern Columbia. Throws a little high. It's ball 1, 1-0. Aiden usually has some very good control. There we go. Strike 1, looking good. Aiden delivers. Strike 2, 1-2 count. Let's see if he comes down or if he's going to go a little bit away. He goes away, low. Nice pitch. Ooh, 3-2. We don't want to lose him here. Ooh, he lost him. Okay, Hoover, what do you think? They got the lead runner on. You steal here, or what do you do?
Now batting number 6, Don Gonzalez.
I would definitely steal, take off the force on second.
Problem with Little League is there's no leading off of first base. We'll see if they have the speed to take the risk that you're talking about. No, runner's clearly staying at first. See if Aiden gets his groove back and starts throwing some strikes down here. This is a beautiful pitch, nice hit. Dropped over at second base. Unfortunately, Topher has to get an error for that play.
Now batting number 13, Ethan Conrad.
Men on first and second. High. Ball 1. Nice pitch. Strike. 1-1. See if Aiden can bring it down now a little bit. Oh, there you go. 1-2. One more pitch and let's take an easy out here. That'd be great. Oh, a little high. 2-2. He's got him. Strike 3, a beautiful pitch.
Well, it looks like Aiden is blowing everybody away.
If he can just throw those strikes, I think you're right. I don't think they have anybody in the top of that lineup who can catch up with his fastball. He throws more heat than the sun. Took a little off that ball. 1-0. There you go. It's a changeup. Nice pitch. Okay, expect a pull if he's going to throw another changeup. This is a number 4 batter. Should have some power. We got a 2-1 count. Aiden's got pretty good control. Let's see if he can find the zone here. Ooh, took a lot off of it. Not sure if he was trying to throw a strike or a changeup there. Sometimes they take a lot off thinking they an easier way of finding the zone, but usually that's not true, right? Isn't that true, Hoover?
This is sometimes true.
We got a bases loaded now. 1 out.
Now batting number 7, Aiden Sprint.
Okay, coach just came out to talk to Aiden. Probably just tell him to relax, throw strikes. We've walked 2 and done an error so far. We have 1 out. Bases loaded right now. This is an important inning. Whoa, that was some chin music. Maybe the coach didn't talk to him about throwing accurately. Maybe he reminded him of what happened in 1953, and that was a little payback. Or maybe that. Be a close play at the plate. Unfortunately, that run just scored. Aggressive base running on the path by Saugerties, and they're up 1-0. We got a 2-0 count. Okay, threw a strike. That's what counts right there.
This kid can definitely hit.
He's the number 5 in their batting order, and he looks like he's got power. Ooh, in Little League, that's a strike. That was right at the letters, and I'm not sure why that wasn't called. Okay, we got bases loaded again, 1 out.
Batting number 18, Cade Windhurst.
Lefty. See how his swing is. Little outside, ball 1. One run already in. Foul ball. Saugerties up 1-0 right now. This is a really important game for Northern Columbia. Saugerties has no chance of winning Pool C. Northern Columbia is undefeated right now in Pool C play, and if they win this game, they are absolutely guaranteed the championship because they've already beaten the only team that can catch them. Aiden got a little bit lucky there with the batter swinging at a high pitch. Whew, nice pitching there. If they could escape this with only 1 run, Hoover, who do you think has the advantage, Columbia or Saugerties?
Honestly, I think Saugerties has the advantage since they've already scored 1 run, and it looks like the pitcher is getting tired.
I have to disagree with you. Bases loaded. They only scored a run on a wild pitch. If he can keep the damage down to 1 run, I say Northern Columbia has a huge advantage in this game. Whoa, that could be 2 runs.
Well, Chris, do you still think that Saugerties doesn't have an advantage?
With that extra run scored, I definitely do. Saugerties didn't know how to run the bases at all. And unfortunately, Columbia couldn't make an out on that. You don't want to throw the ball around, but they had kids way off the base paths. They should have gotten one of the runner off a third. That's a strike. 2-1. Nice throw. Right to the short. And that's it. The end of 1 inning. Saugerties ahead, 2-0. We're on. Okay. Aiden's leading off for Northern Columbia here, down 2-0. Nice pitch. Went down for it, though. Little high, little inside. Here comes the pitch. A shot. Nice play by Saugerties. They're looking tight right now.
Well, that was a very...
Okay, we got Aiden Frick stepping in at the plate, pitching for Northern Columbia. Nice hit. Saugerties are looking tight, real tight. What do you think, Hoover?
I think they do look tight. That shortstop made a great play.
Yeah, and center fielder made a nice play earlier in the game too. So right now,
I'm starting to wonder if that S is for Superman or Saugerties.
here's Ian Wall Street up the bat.
Wall Street has the possibility to bomb a ball out there.
Absolutely. They don't call him money for nothing, thus the nickname Wall Street. He makes money for a team. When he goes places, the stadium is filled with fans. Catcher's a little slow getting that foul ball. No one's on base, so it doesn't really matter, but nice to move this game along a little bit. He's another player on Columbia that's been swinging the bat awfully well lately. Batting seventh is a little bit late in the lineup, for my opinion, the way he's been swinging lately. But let's see if he can move himself up in the lineup with some good timely hitting right here.
Definitely looks like some older players came out here to watch this game.
Yeah, a lot of the 11, 12-year-olds want to see how their 9, 10-year-old younger counterparts are doing for the game. Looks like he's going to grab a walk.
Also looks like the older players want to have some tacos.
Now batting catcher, number 24.
Not sure what you meant by that, but clearly the pitcher was playing Eaton Wall Street a lot of respect there with that walk. Clearly pitching around him. Ian's fast, but he's not going to steal if the catcher catches it directly. Any kind of drop ball, though, I'd expect him to be going. Ian's not going anywhere. Michael laid off that pitch. Michael seems to have a weakness for the high heater. See if he can lay off of it. Two and 0. So Hoover, when you pitch, you see a kid swinging a high pitch. What do you do after that?
Well, I usually start to think about, oh, it's a deep shot. And that is exactly why you need good depth perception.
And Saugerties certainly has it today so far. Well, at the end of 1.5, it's 2-0 Saugerties. Okay, here we go.
Number 1, base and Wembley.
Timeout. Not sure what's going on. Not sure what's wrong. Still seem to have an issue. Okay, everyone's in the dugout. That's what you're looking for, a little help from the batter once in a while. So Simon, you see a pitch that high and the kid swings at, where do you put the next pitch?
I put it even higher, Chris.
That's right, let him swing for the fences. Oh, he went. They called it. Now the key is bring it nice down low and away. He will definitely strike out. Ooh, a little too low. Okay, we got a 1-2 count. Bottom of the second inning. Saugerties up 2-0. And foul ball out of play. Ooh, someone in the stands just caught a souvenir. Little high. Not a bad pitch, though, the way he swung at the last 2 high pitches. But it's 2-2 now. We don't want to lose him. And he's got him. Ump doesn't hesitate to call these kids out. Northern Columbia puts the ball around the horn, and we got a manager coming out to talk to Aiden. It looks like they're going to pull him. Did he pitch his allotment of pitches already? He may have. We got a new pitcher. And we're going with Connor Moon Bailey, if I'm correct. We're going to take a short station break here. This game brought to you by Critical Listener for all your home audio video needs. Critical Listener, 755-7537. That's in the 518 area code if you happen to be watching this game from outside Columbia County.
Chris, I gotta say, Connor is a very good pitcher. He pitched on the AAA Valley Cats with me.
That's good. So you don't think he's going to give up any runs, or what is going to happen?
I honestly think he'll shut them.
Got a little meeting out here in center field. Wonder what's going on. Let's see if we can listen in to these high-quality players talking about the game. We got Wall Street with Dolan, and looks like...
And it looks like Asa Mulika.
Wonder what's going on. These guys seem to have a plan out here and make sure nothing gets past them in the outfield. Well, looks like the game is going to start. Let's get this game going, boys. 2-0. Northern Columbia just down. Okay, 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the second. Saugerties up 2-0. Come on, catcher, you gotta throw those balls back to your pitcher properly. Make them work too much, you gotta tire them out.
Looks like the batter's a little behind the ball. I would just keep blowing them in there.
That ball's a little outside, 1-1. Yeah, it's the bottom of the order. I don't think they're gonna have the kind of capability to catch up with these high heater. But you gotta throw strikes. There we go. One more like that and make short work of them. He's got him. Nice pitch, low and away. That's where you want to throw it. All you young boys and girls out there, low and away.
They just can't catch up to Connor Bailey's heat.
Back to leadoff batter, number 2, Marcial.
Probably throwing around 45, 48 miles an hour, and it's just hard to catch up to that kind of speed, especially at this age. Oh, a little inside. 1-0.
He-
2-0.
Connor Bailey definitely has improved on his velocity. I remember he was shutting people out with only 20-mile-an-hour pitches in AAA.
It's amazing how a couple of months of aging when you're only 10 makes such a big difference. Okay, we got 2 strikes here. See if Connor can finish him off and get to the 3rd inning. And he does. Well, that's the end of 2. Saugerties is still winning this game, 2-0. Northern Columbia coming to bat.
Hitting off the third for Northern Columbia, number 10, Joey Bag of Donuts.
Bag of donuts.
Seems to be his nickname, Joey Bag of Donuts. Joey, they say, can eat 2 bags of donuts at breakfast, 1 at lunch, and 4 at dinner. He puts down the bunt. Safe by a mile. Very impressive bunt. He put it down beautifully down the 3rd baseline. I think he caught the 3rd baseman napping out there, getting too used to balls going to the shortstop and the outfield.
Well, I'd call that an error. What about you, Chris?
Absolutely, he totally fumbled that ball.
Looks like he almost gained too much speed when he was charging.
Topher's trying to bunt, foul.
Well, the
Not-
most important key about bunting is getting your bat on top of the ball. You do not want a cheap little pop-up for an easy out.
I couldn't agree more. If you're gonna bunt it, get it down. And pull back on the high pitches. Swinging a low pitch though, 2 strikes. Down by 2, every run's important here. Wouldn't be surprised if they send Joe on any kind of pass ball. 1-2. Catcher's having a problem with his gear. High. Oh, and he's gonna go. Okay, we got a man in scoring position now. A little conversation going on between the first baseman and the pitcher, it looked like. Nobody out. He dropped it. Ball's going all the way through. He's safe at home. Hit him in the back. We got a man going to third. He's not going all the way to home, though. Ooh, that was a terrible play for Saugerties.
Well, Chris, I gotta say, that right fielder looked like a cyclops out there.
Definitely lacked step perception. I have to give it to you. The key to the game might have been the key to the loss of Saugerties if Northern Columbia can keep this going and get this run in and tie up this game.
If it wasn't for bad depth perception, it would still be 2-0.
Absolutely. Oh, wait. They got a... Coach is talking to Topher Pelez right now, telling him never turn your back on the ball. That ball got away from that pitcher, and he could have scrambled home. Unfortunately, he wasn't paying attention. Connor's a big hitter, though. I'm not sure if that's going to make a difference with Connor's big bat. Off the pitcher's glove.
That's a solid single.
A very solid single. You can't give an error to that one. That was a hard hit off the glove. Pitcher wasn't ready. This game's all tied up at 2. And we've got no outs. A beautiful hit to third. Threw it away. Nice backup. Oh, he's just playing with them now. He is just playing with them. And Saugerties is completely off their game. Unbelievable.
First couple innings, we looked tight, but they're just falling apart now.
Unbelievable. Bailey was just playing with them, just hoping he'd throw it to second to let the man on third score. He didn't do it, though, but he was playing. Oh, that's coming out to us here. Nice double. And Northern Columbia has erupted here in the top of the third. Solid hitting and some bad play by Saugerties.
I'm starting to wonder if the pitcher is getting tired.
You never know. Young arms can tire very quickly. You might be onto something there, Hoover. Ooh, a little chin music. It's got 1953 written all over it again.
And they are just going at it. These two teams totally hate each other. Well, Chris, looks like a lot of people are enjoying the hot dogs that came on.
They make them special here, I'll tell you that. A lot of relish, a lot of pickles.
So you had a hot dog here, haven't you?
It's better than Coney Island, I can tell you that. Another walk. It's time to talk to the pitcher. The pitcher is in trouble. The pitcher's looking over to the dugout, but he's getting no support. Hey! No, he's getting nothing. And Aiden Frick, one of the biggest hitters on this team, is up. Ah, we've got a timeout. The coach comes to the mound.
This kid could rip it for a home run.
Oh, are they going to take the ball away from him? It's odd. I've noticed the coaches seldom come out to talk to the pitchers. They seem to just pull them. Not sure why. I don't think this philosophy is good. We're going to take a station identification break. This is WKBBR coming to you from Valatia, New York, the home of Northern Columbia baseball.
Well, Chris, it looks like a lot of players on Northern Columbia have Easton bats. Easton getting very famous.
They certainly are. Got a new pitcher here for us. So, oh, and he's playing a little chin music, but this is going to cause them a runner to get to third. And the runner from first is on second.
This all goes back to those metal spikes.
Certainly does. It's 4-2 right now. Saugerties literally don't want to use the word collapse because they're still in it if they could somehow hold them. But I got a bad feeling they're going to give up a lot more than 4 runs this inning. Oh, off the catchers. He's going to score. Safe. And a runner on third. That's always tough when you bring in a new pitcher. He's got to get his accuracy down, and some of these young kids have a real difficult time in the beginning.
Honestly, I don't think that the pitcher had enough warm-up pitches.
Seems to be a problem with Little League. They don't seem to warm up the pitchers long enough. Got to get a good 30, 40 pitches in before you start throwing. Big swing by Aiden. You know, with a 5-2 lead right now, can't blame him for wanting to just maybe solve this or end this pitcher's run right away. Get him knocked out of the game.
And for all you young kids out there, remember not to aim the ball. Just throw it.
He's clearly aiming the ball, Hoover. There's no question about that. Coach telling the pitcher he can dig as much as he wants in the mound. But this isn't a beach. And there's going to come a point where he's going to fall in. Oh, another piece of chin music. It's going to be close play. I don't think that was on purpose. And Aiden walked, which means he's on first. And he hustled down there for... The cameraman was not on Aiden. Let's make it clear. He hustled all the way to first, had a chance to go to second if they threw that ball away. And here comes Wall Street. And you can see these fans are filled. Filled for one reason only. They want to see Wall Street play. There's a shot.
And a bad throw by the pitcher.
Have to say it's another error for Saugerties. They're not looking very good.
Those fans were filled with the love for Wall Street and with the amazing hot dogs of K1.
Got Chase Martino pinch hitting for Michael Hall here. Rule in Little League is that every player has to come at one at bat. If you're carrying 13 on the team, and they are carrying 13. If it's 12 on the team, you have to have one at bat and 6 innings in the field. So clearly advantageous for a Little League team to get 13 on the roster. Aiden taking a big lead, but if he ran a little bit more, he might force that catcher to throw it to third, and you never know. That ball might sail out in the left field.
Well, I don't think that catcher would have thrown that ball if he went a little more. These catchers do not look very aggressive.
No out still, 6 runs in. And it's ball 4, nothing to throw.
This has been a very big inning for Northern Columbia.
Bases loaded, no outs, and the team is already up 6-3. Coach got timeout, and will he talk to him? I don't think these coaches know how to talk to pitchers. I think they just know how to take them out of the game.
When I was on the AAA Valley Cats, I always got a warning before I got taken out of the game.
He's gone, and we've got another pitcher. We could take a station identification break again and come back to you when this game resumes. We're back with a new pitcher, still 6-2 now.
This game brought to you by Critical Listener.
Oh, and thank you for that advertisement there.
Buy all of your video and audio supplies at Critical Listener. Contact Critical Listener at www.criticallistener.com.
We got Wall Street taking a big lead off of second base, and I think he knows this pitcher and this infield is not going to go after him. Base is loaded though, so Wall Street really has no place to go. But he's definitely intimidating the pitcher. And maybe that's his whole plan. He is quite the smart baseball player. I think you'd go so far as even say shrewd. Another walk, another run, 7-2.
Like you were saying, Wall Street is a very good player. He played on the Double-A Jammers.
Double-A Jammers are a team from
Now batting number 41,
Connecticut,
Samuel Baumgartner.
and they are a professional team. If Ian did take any compensation, he may lose his amateur rights as Hoover over here did.
No, they're not a professional team. They're a Double-A team.
Okay, clearly we know your legal argument.
Well, it looks like a frisbee's flying out over in the basketball field.
Base is loaded, and Saugerties just does not seem like they understand the issue of the game right now. They got their infield drawn in, but what they really need isn't to stop a run.
They need outs.
Little bit of a dispute here. You got a pinch hitter in. Seemed like Saugerties' manager did not like that. Saugerties is thinking about the wrong things right now. The coaches are worried about one run. They got the infield drawn in, but a hard ground ball through the infield now is going to cost them more.
Saugerties,
Foul ball.
Saugerties better have a lot of pitchers.
Okay, we're back. Whew. Having a hard time finding the zone. 2-2 count. 3-2. Oh, they're going to send him. This is going to be a close play at the plate. Safe by a mile. He's running him back. Really don't know why. And if you were smart, I would have just ran off a third at that point when he went back to the mound.
That just shows you how fast Wall Street really is. He didn't even slide and he made it easily.
Let him run you back. That pitcher is way too worried about the player at third. Way too worried about the player at third. And Connor will make you pay for that. Connor's got one of the bigger bats on this team. And he's only 9 years old.
He's 10, I think.
Pitcher can't find the zone. And let's see what he does again. He does the same thing. He's looking at those runners. He's just too focused on them.
In this situation, you just can't be worried about the runners. You need to get outs and outs only.
Connor had a nice rip there. 2 strikes with the foul ball earlier.
Like you said, this kid has a good bat.
Way outside. That's ball, but it's going to be a run scored. Oh, he's not.
I think you can take a lead.
Okay, Connor Walsh just walked, men on first and third, and the coach is coming out again. Usually not to talk, usually to take the ball. And the 4th pitcher of the game is coming in. And we'll take a break again for station identification. This game brought to you by Critical Listener. For all your audio and video needs, Critical Listener, www.criticallistener.com. 518-755-7537.
Saugerties coach definitely doesn't have a lot of good advice for his pitchers. He's just pulling them immediately.
Couldn't agree more. They got number one. He was over at third base earlier. We saw him fumble a ball and throw a ball away. Hopefully he's got some accuracy. Oops, maybe not. Okay, we're on once again. Close play at the plate. Safe. Pitcher looks dejected going back to the pitcher's mound. Good step, though.
For all you young catchers out there, you gotta block the ball.
Absolutely.
All these pass balls have turned into runs.
If Saugerties isn't careful, they could end up being mercy ruled in this game.
Walsh taking a big lead.
Walsh is very fast. He's comfortable taking a big lead. Plus, there's nobody holding him on. Catcher taking his sweet time going back for the ball. All honesty, Saugerties just does not look that comfortable catching the ball and throwing it back and forth. A lot of drop balls back to the pitcher, a lot of drop balls for the catcher. Nice staying in there for that. Ball four. And we've got Joe. Nope.
Now batting number 9, Connor Bailey.
Connor Bailey, a big hitter right now. I would not be surprised to see that right fielder watching that ball go sailing over his head. Whew, he isn't even close to the plate. I don't know why they brought him in. What they needed was strikes, not walks. Safe by a mile, and we're going to get another run coming in. Oh, a terrible call. Clearly on video, he's safe by a mile. But I think the umpire, and we got an injury. I think the umpire just wanted to help get this inning over with. He maybe wants to go home and get some dinner. This would be a blow to Northern Columbia with Connor Walsh, one of their better players, on the ground, but he looks like he's up. And I think the fans will give him a big hand here.
Honestly, I don't think umps want to go home. If they wanted to go home, they would have called them C so they can mercy rule them.
Good point there. He looks okay, though, walking fine. They might take him out for the rest of the game with just a giant cushion right now. I don't know how they could have called him out there, but at this point, it really doesn't make a difference in this game.
Chris, I disagree with you. We need the runs. We want a mercy rule them. These kids want to go home. They're getting tired.
And they can save their pitching if they can mercy rule them for Saturday. He's not going to stop. He's going all the way to third.
I'm not sure if that left fielder got some dirt in his eye or if he just didn't want to take the risk of letting the ball behind him.
I'm not sure what it was, but it ended up being a triple, so maybe he should have taken the risk instead.
I'm with you, Chris. Maybe he just didn't trust his depth perception.
That's true, too. You can lose that confidence in your own depth perception. And then you can lose confidence in your ability to catch any ball at all. Oh, there's a headhunt. And another run scored. We try to focus in on those close plays at the plate, but except for Connor Walsh being called out, there haven't been any close plays at the plate.
This just comes to show you how much these teams hate each other. This is a bigger rivalry than the Yankees and the Red Sox.
Couldn't agree more. Red Sox and Yankees have nothing on this rivalry right here. Saugerties still has their infield in, and there's nobody on base. I'm not sure if they understand the concept of playing an infield in, or if they just don't have the arms to throw it to first. Ooh, terrible swing. He's usually quite a good hitter, but that was a bad swing.
Gotta say, these Northern Columbia kids are hitting the ball quite hard. If anything, I would play my infield back.
I would too. They are hitting the ball very hard. Get a close up on this at bat. Ooh, someone really wants to go home. That wasn't even close, and we were on a zoom in on that, baby, so you can all watch that at home on instant replay to show how far off the plate that was.
Now batting number 7.
These Northern Columbia kids better start swinging at balls that are low, or else they're gonna get called out.
Absolutely. Looks like the umps are clearly trying to end this inning early.
Surprised by that, because usually they'd want to go home with a mercy rule.
I don't know if the umps understand how good Northern Columbia's defense is. Maybe they're worried that Saugerties will score a few runs and keep this game going. That was a nice pitch. No argument with that. Aiden Frick's dad giving a little bit of advice about ripping it. Bad pitch, though.
2 outs, but honestly, I believe there should be none.
That's absolutely correct. Connor Walsh was safe by a mile at home plate, and that was not a strike 3. But you can't argue with the umpires. That's the rules of the game. There we go. Nice play by the first baseman, though, and he walks it out. Nice play. And there you have it. Top of the third is in the books, and Columbia is up, I believe it's 13-2.
Well, that might have been a nice play by the first baseman, but that was not a nice inning.
Couldn't agree more. We're going to take a station identification break. We'll be back in a couple minutes. First pitch high, ball 1. Saugerties down 13-2, and they're going to be struggling to get at least 2 runs in the next 2 innings to keep themselves from being mercy ruled. A shot deep to the outfield, and the catch is made. 1 out.
That ball almost went over that left fielder's head.
But that left fielder had depth perception.
Didn't I tell you, Chris, depth perception is the key to the game, and
Now
also
batting number 13,
speed.
Ethan Conrad.
Both things Columbia County seems to have in abundance right now. Oh, a beautiful pitch.
I don't know how you can take that pitch as a hitter.
I think you take that pitch when you're scared. Nice pitch.
That sounded like it hit someone's mask.
If I know Moon at all, I got a feeling we got a change up coming here, and this kid's gonna be so far in front of it. Oh, and a change up it was, but he missed with it.
That almost looked like an Ephus pitch.
That was close to an Ephus pitch. I have to agree with that. Strike 3.
I noticed a lot of kids have been holding Makos.
The Mako bat is quite popular, I have to admit.
Now batting number 9, Matt
Easton is
Belmont.
becoming one of the most popular bat companies in the world.
Oh, gorgeous pitch. Strike 1, 1-1. 2 more of those, and this inning's going to be quickly over. Goes with the changeup again. Not sure why. I don't think these kids can even catch up to his fastball. Sometimes they get too smart for their own good. And now he's behind the hitter.
I'm wondering if the pitcher is starting to collapse.
Oh, it doesn't look like that at all. Looked like he threw that changeup kind of threw off his momentum and should have just thrown strikes, hard strikes. There was no way that batter was going to catch up with his fastball. And there's no way this batter could catch up with his
Now
fastball.
batting number 7, Jason Sprant.
We saw him up last time, and he was very far behind the ball. But he threw it away, and that's going to put a runner on second. Finally, he went. That's right. It was off the plate, but he did swing.
Coach telling him to swing all the way through.
Good advice, I have to admit.
Can't stop in the middle. When you commit, you gotta commit.
High and outside. Keeps missing high and outside. Moon usually has much better control than this, but I'm not sure if he's just too overprotective of this lead, worrying about the mercy rule, or not. Nice pitch. There you go. Ah, it's outside.
I believe the difference in this game is that Northern Columbia has good depth
Now batting
perception
number
and
12,
good speed,
Mitch Hart.
and they're drinking lots more Gatorade than Saugerties.
Getting those electrolytes back into their system is always important.
Gatorade definitely stopped you from losing energy.
We got men on first and second here. 1 out. I'm sorry, 2 outs. And we lost a force play on every base.
Well, it looks like Ian's catching instead of Michael Hall this inning. Michael Hall might have been getting tired.
Could be. It's very hot back there in all that catcher's gear. We got the ump right in front of our camera right here. So we're good. There we go.
Well, I'd say it's about 90 degrees. Slightly inclining.
No one went. No runs scored.
What would you say the temperature is, Chris?
Well, according to the thermometer, it's 78 degrees, and it's a beautiful day here in Columbia County. A beautiful day for a game. That's a strike. Oh, that's the end of 3, and Columbia County is winning 13-2 with 1 inning left for Saugerties to score 1 run to keep themselves from being mercy ruled. But let's see if Columbia County can come back, put a few on the board, and make sure that they don't have to worry about playing the 5th and 6th innings.
I'm pretty sure this game is going to be over pretty soon. What
Could
about
be.
you, Chris?
Saugerties just does not look like they're putting a competitive team on the field today.
First couple innings they looked good, but now they just don't.
Ball was hit to the right players. Center fielder made a nice play, easy pop up to the left fielder, and a strikeout. And then a couple of nice shots to the shortstop who made nice plays. After that, some balls hit to the third baseman, to the second baseman, outfielder to the right field, and they just couldn't seem to catch the ball, and walks, etc. The game just fell apart on them.
Well, it looks like Saugerties putting in a couple new players.
Yeah, we got a new right fielder out here. Left fielder, I'm sorry. And we've got a same center fielder we've had. And looks like we got a new right fielder out here.
I say the center fielder has been looking good lately.
Center fielder, fine players, no question about that. We got Wall Street up the bat. Takes the first pitch, hits it right to the third baseman. Yeah.
These new players might have been a
Next up,
good
number
choice by the
26,
Saugerties
James
coaches.
Martino.
We'll see if it makes a difference in this game.
Chase Martino's up the bat. believe he was walked and runs scored earlier in last inning. A lot of people scored last inning. 13 runs came across the board for Northern Columbia. Ground ball. Oh, that's what we're talking about. The old ball through the hole. Should have been 2 outs, but not the way Northern Saugerties has been playing. It's hard to keep telling the pitcher to shake it off, too. Out of play. Strike 1. Ooh, nice pitch. 2 strikes.
That definitely looked like a nice pitch.
Oh, swinging a terrible pitch. Lucky the catcher didn't find that quick enough. Not a good swing at a high pitch. Whoa, that's a strike. He hit the bat with the ball.
As a pitcher in AAA, I used to always aim for the bat. It worked every time.
Outside. Oh! This umpire wants to go home. He's just hoping Northern Columbia can hold him
Now batting number 41,
to keep the mercy rule in. That was a nice pitch, and it's going to cause a runner to get to second. That runner's only there because of an error on the shortstop. This inning should be over.
Yep, you are, Chris.
Martino's pretty fast. I wouldn't be surprised with 2 outs if they just send him. You keep saying no, but why not force the catcher to make the throw? Chase is fast enough to get out of any pickle. At least the pickle that this team can put together. They don't seem to have the ability to... Whoa, never mind. He's going to go on that pitch anyway.
With the wild pitches this pitcher is throwing, Chase will be home pretty soon.
You're right. Why risk it on a ball thrown to the catcher when the next pitch might be just going over the top anyway?
For some reason, it looks like the catcher is ripping off his mask even when it's a foul ball.
Well, on a foul ball, he's hoping the ball's high enough he can catch it, but that was straight back. He wasn't going to catch that. Full count here. And we're going to have a play at the plate.
It looks like Satchel Baumgartner just got walked.
He did, and that walk on that wild pitch scored another run. It's 14-2 now.
I believe that Satchel will be home pretty soon with all of these crazy pitches.
Connor was hurt earlier last inning, but on that call out at the plate, we'll see how he responds. Ooh! Ooh. 1953 all over again. These kids are not forgetting it.
I believe that day is posted on their poster board.
You know, Saugerties knows they're so far down. Why not just take a shot at the head? Those runs don't mean anything anymore. Looks like he's okay, though. And that's a good thing. That's why they wear helmets. Oh, no, they are pulling him. Gonna want to check on him, put in a pinch runner. And at first now
I wonder if the coaches are going to ask
is
him some
Topher
questions.
Police at first base.
Like I was saying, I'm wondering if the coaches are going to ask Connor some questions.
He probably will. Should make sure he knows where he is at. Been hurt twice already today.
Connor is a very determined young boy with the mind of a gorilla.
Oh, that ball isn't even close. And we've got men at second and third now.
Baumgartner is most likely going to be home pretty soon after the next pitch. The way these pitches have been going, almost every one is wide.
It's unfortunate. This inning should have been over if it wasn't for an error. Nice play by the center fielder.
Nice play and nice hustle by the center fielder. That center fielder did have to make a gigantic run to catch that ball. He was not positioned very well at all.
That's right. When we come back, we'll see the bottom of the fourth, where Saugerties needs to score at least 3 runs to keep themselves from being mercy ruled. Looks like we got a celebrity in the audience. Dean Garofalo, one of the coaches for Columbia Clippers, is here. Probably scouting out for some new players. And back to the game where Saugerties needs to score a few runs to have a chance of keeping themselves from being mercy ruled. Do you see how far he stepped out towards third base on that? You keep that ball low and outside. I don't think he has a chance in the world of touching it with that bat. That was an easy out.
This game is going to be over pretty soon. What do you think, Chris?
I don't know if Saugerties has the capability of scoring this many runs, but we could take a pause for station identification as the manager comes out. Looks like his pitches are up. They're going to have to go to a different pitcher. Yep, he's taking the ball. Nothing wrong with the pitcher, just threw enough pitches, and they want to keep him saved for Saturday. As they bring in, are they bringing in the injured Connor Walsh? No, they are not. They're bringing in Logan Daly. So we're going to take a break. We'll come back shortly. Okay, we're back with Daly pitching. A shot. Nice play.
Yeah, Chris, I was just about to say, Mason Lambert does have a very big bat.
And he showed it there. But Ryan Hefner made him pay for hitting it right at him.
Now batting number 10, Jacob Moore.
We are 1 out away from ending this game. Gonna zoom in on that batter. Stepping out on not that far of an inside pitch. I tell you, if I'm a pitcher here, you young boys and girls out there, you throw it in and you throw it inside. He looks like he wants to step out on anything inside.
I'm not sure this pitcher has the accuracy of Connor Moon Bailey.
He's been looking pretty good so far. His particular first 3 pitches have been pretty poor. Low and outside, that's the place to put it. Actually, with this particular batter, though, I think inside would be a nice place to put it as well. Outside too far.
I have a feeling this runner is going to make Logan pay for walking him.
We'll see. He's got to get the ball over the plate. But Saugerties seems to be having an issue without knowing who's batting or what's going on. There's just confusion and mayhem over in that particular dugout. He doesn't have a bat. This is not a team that's ready to be playing at this level.
Now batting number 2, Marciano Neglia.
Oh, sweet pitch.
I have a feeling this is the last batter in the game. Chris, what are your thoughts?
My thoughts are that you just said that you thought he'd make him pay for walking him.
And he does. Never doubt me, Chris. Never doubt me.
I think you doubted yourself. Two outs, plays to first. Maybe not. This could be a strikeout if he keeps throwing like that. He does not look like he's got a bat that can catch up with that ball.
In right, line in center, Baumgartner in left.
Strike two. Oh! Ian is an excellent catcher and has been showing it today with his speed, hustle. When we say Ian, we mean Wall Street. That's the game.
And the crowd goes crazy.
Once again, low and away, my friends, low and away. Columbia has won.
Final score, Northern Columbia 14, Saugerties 2.
Northern Columbia is still undefeated.
They are now 5-0 with one game left on Saturday against Lansingburg. They win that game, they are guaranteed Pool C champions. I believe they're guaranteed even if they lose that game. Then they have the big game against Hudson. Let's take a look at what the winning teams be talking about over here. They look good. Doing well. Okay, we're going to call it quits today. You take care and have a mighty fine day.